And I don't know, there's not really much else to say. I'm sure most of you probably have seen or played Tropico. It's a pretty fun game and a lot of replayability, honestly, in my opinion. The scenarios are kind of okay, but they're pretty difficult. I've only ever beaten one scenario uh, because they're pretty hard, at least for me. And I haven't played every single one. I've only played a few, so I'm sure there are others that I could probably beat, but it's just I don't like it. Um, so I should also be building housing here soon, sometime. Sorry about that. My phone rang, and my ringtone isn't exactly not copyrighted, so I didn't want to pop that in there. So I think I'm just gonna plop this right here because why not? So we're gonna prioritize this particular building. I want that built first so that I can help my economy by having that built. And then this can be built after so that I am now educating people to how to beat school there. So pretty much at the end of the year you get free money as well, which is always nice. The USSR and the US both give you free money. I like free money, and I'm sure you do too. So also everything that you get, that you sell, gets all dropped right here, and then your dock workers, when a ship comes, um, then your dock workers pick it up and bring it to places. Yep, time. But I want that high school built first. So they're building it right now. So first they do flatten the terrain around it if it needs to be flattened, and then they actually start building, and they also clear like trees and stuff like that. Like this tree, stop it. This tree right here will be cut down when they actually get to putting the road up over there. So now they're constructing it, so it just starts shading in. It's 30% constructed. It just starts shading in until it's all shaded in, and then it's built. Also, when you build other places, there's like other cities. Like, it's not a city builder per se. It's just kind of like this is a country. This entire island over here is a country, and it's really not very large though. So we do have a new high school built. So let's build some tenements because why not? These can house 12 families, but nobody likes them. It's kind of very low quality housing, but it's also pretty cheap per person, which that's 12 families. It's not 12 people. It's like 24 people. So it's like 12 families. It's 12 families, not 12 people. So it's, people and their wife or husband. So it can house like 24 people, which makes it kind of the best option when you're just starting out. It's like $4,000, something like that. $4,000. The next one's 5,000. It only houses, I think 10. I think 10. It houses less people. I can't remember. Maybe 8. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's not really much to say. I'm sure most people know about Tropico, which I do love the soundtrack. I love this music. It is awesome. Awesome sauce. So we can also issue edicts. We can eliminate people, which our guards will just go and kill somebody. We can capture them if we got a dungeon. We can arrest somebody if we have a prison. We can bribe somebody if we have a bank. And if we have a cathedral, we can label somebody a heretic. Which I don't actually know what that does. I had to lower the settings because when I was recording, it was extremely laggy. I don't know why. It might just be fraps. But it's not really me lagging so much, because as soon as I turn frats off, my frame rate goes back up to like It's 100 something on like full settings, but fraps. It's harder to find stuff. I am looking. Alright, I can still see buildings. I am looking for a monument of some kind. Shut up. Police are expensive, stop. Says the guy who has $24,000, which is a lot, by the way, in this game. It's not like a huge amount, but you can buy a lot of stuff with it. What do I want, though? More mines? We do have, a mine spot over there. Of course, we're on iron only. Bauxite? There's a bauxite spot over there and over here. Can't build way over here yet. Gold? We got any gold? Oh, there's gold! Oh, a ton of gold. Jeez. It's a lot of gold. We could also build a fisherman's wharf, but I'm not gonna. I could try to get tourists, possibly. But you gotta build them way away from your own people, or else they don't really like it that much. I mean, I could possibly. I could put them really anywhere. Doesn't really matter. It's just the red is unattractive areas for tourists, and then the yellow's kind of it's kind of meh, and then green is pretty good spot for tourists. They don't like being near the locals. We got entertainment. Oh yeah, we should be building a pub. Just where do I want to put it? Let's put it right there. That'll be fine. We want a restaurant or a cabaret? No. We could build a power plant. I think it's a little too early for that. We will build a bank, though. Those are extremely useful. Banks can do multiple things. Urban development decreases the amount of money that buildings cost, and presidential slush fund puts stuff in your Swiss bank account. And then an offshore banking account for tourists allows you to make a lot of money by having like an offshore account for tourists, but that's kind of useless right now considering the fact that we don't have any tourists. So I also want... Do we need a police... Oh, we kind of need a police station. Make me build this. Bob. And newspaper. To spread the word of whatever I want to spread. So where do I want to put this? Plop it. Nope, nope. Doesn't want to go there. Plop it there. I want to put it. Put it there. I don't know if I want to put anything else there though. I might. Come on, you were green there for a second. What happened? Can't find this. There's a spot. Pop it right there. And speed her up so everything gets built.
Presidente, I believe some of your people may be calling for an election next year.
So I'm going to hold elections until it doesn't look like I'm going to win, and then I'm going to be like, screw you guys. Yep, that's how it's going to work. That's a lot of coffee. A lot of coffee. So we do have some teachers. 39-year-old student. Well, I guess there was no education before. So that's a thing. Alright, so it lags a lot when I click on buildings. That's cool to know. So, I uninstalled Victoria 2 and reinstalled it to see if I could get my save files to work, and as far as I'm aware, I can. But I have to put that into practice on a computer that's never had Victoria 2 installed, so I'm not sure if it kept my files, because I uninstalled everything and deleted it all, whatever. And all my save files were still there, like all of them. Like I only saved like 3, but like every single one was there, even my autosaves. I'm not sure if it's there because of Steam, or if it's there because it was already installed on my computer and it just never really got deleted when I deleted it. So we'll see how that works out on a new computer that's never had Victoria 2 installed. Oh god. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna get elections. That's the thing. I mean, it says I'll win 28 to 26, but those votes are gonna sway. It's like a year from now in game time. So that could easily shift better in my favor or worse in my favors, or against me, I guess. So I'm not gonna risk that for a biscuit. Nope, I'm not. Oh yeah, we got the newspaper, which I forgot to so we can have coupons, which give you money for your citizens who actually use them. So it says down at the bottom, I get 27 cents a month per adult Tropican to reprint their coupon. You have Voice of the Worker, which gives you, tries to encourage communism. Financial Times, which tries to encourage capitalism. Soldado de Fortuna tries to encourage militarist faction. And then the Word of God tries to encourage a religious faction. So I don't know what I want. So one thing I've never been able to do in Tropico is get an alliance with the United States. I've tried to, simply because I have no idea what happens, and it doesn't tell you unless you can actually do it. It won't tell you what will happen. An alliance with Russia / the Soviet Union / USSR, they put on a military base on your island, and then they pay you $1,000 a month for that, but they constantly annoy you and say that they'll pay you like $60 instead of $1,000 unless you do this or do that, which range from they make you print the Voice of the Worker, or else they won't pay you $1,000 a month. They make you constantly send trade delegations to the USSR, otherwise they'll only pay you $60 a month instead of $1,000. So it's kind of annoying. I have no idea though. I mean, I could look it up, but I have no idea what allying with the US actually does, because it's actually pretty hard to get the US on your side. Speaking of which, I should at some point in time here pretty soon get a diplomatic ministry, which will allow me to kind of increase my relations with it'll allow me diplomatic edicts. So political, religion, no, that's not what I wanted. Foreign policies, yes. So you can praise the US, praise Russia, trade delegation US, trade delegation Russia, Russian development, US development. You can have both these active at the same time. Russian development allows you to build apartment complexes, which are these ones, and also tenements, which is that one. You can build them cheaper. And US development allows you to build power plants and airports at half the price, and this is tenements and apartments at half the price. You can have them both at the same time too. But then you got the alliance, which pretty much only can have one, obviously. So I have actually no idea what the alliance with the US does, because I've never been able to get it, because the US is kind of stingy, whereas I could, if I had this diplomatic ministry right now, I could ally with Russia right now. But I don't really want to, because they can be very annoying, and they're gonna make me send trade delegations, and I don't have an airport. You need an airport to do that, so I don't have one. So I really don't want to do that, because then they're just gonna be angry. And apparently if you anger Russia, they will attack you, I guess. I don't know. They might attack you. It says to be wary that if you anger them, they could kind of attack you, and they will have a military base on your island. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, because I've never really done that.
The people's spiritual needs are not being met.
Yes, they want a church.
The people will be more content.
I don't really need tourism right now. See, I don't have like a special monument. There's like special monuments that sometimes spawn in games, which will be like Mayan or Aztec temples. Kind of native temples, I guess, would be what you'd call them, and also colonial forts. And you can turn them into museums, which can become tourist attractions, essentially. But we don't have any, and if I don't have any, then I'm not going to focus on tourism. Although you obviously can build other attractions, which you can't actually build till you have at least one hotel, which is okay, I guess. So I'm not going to build one. Still needs... We don't need that. Stop it.